Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome right back here to VRML preseason. This is the beginning of week 6, and we just got done with what was quite the entertaining match and
Yes, it was.
upset in a sense. I mean, obviously the number 1 and number 2 seeds, you know how talented they are, but it was Team Gravity who came through, handing the first defeat of the preseason to Backlash. But that game out of the way now, it's still the same here on your casting crew. It's Palidore, and I'm doing the casting and cameras alongside the man with the analysis and not the paralysis, certainly. It's SirDimwi.
You know, you've never met me in person. You have no idea whether or not never mind. That's a bad joke. That's a horrible joke. I won't run with that one. Anyways, so we do have a pretty good matchup here against Summit and Fusion. Summit over on Orange, Ninja Knight, Master Black, Mr. Gray Knight, and Backy. Both a little bit of royalty over there, or maybe some maybe not royalty, but you know what I mean. I can't think of the right word.
They're they're a very regal team, yes.
Very regal
over
team.
here.
There you go. But they're coming in 1-8, so you know they're going to be looking to pick up a win on this one. MMR of 11-20. Then Fusion over on Blue, Alacost, one of our Friday night activities buddies. Definitely a good dude, friendly guy. Love hanging out with him. But he's, his team with Swift, Virtual DPG, David Duel. They're coming in 3-6, MMR of 11-70. So they might be coming in expecting a win. But I definitely expect Team Summit to put up one big fight against this Fusion team.
Oh, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see this one play out here. I mentioned over for Team Summit now. So recently, Carbonite changed their name to Morris S'mores, and I mentioned if only because Team Summit, that would be a perfect name for them. Coming in here for Alacost and for Fusion, the first 2 points. Alacost, now he gets the offense done there. He's another one, I'll just start off by saying, he's another one of those players I also say, he's a good goalie. Every time that I cast him, he's always going to have a couple good saves there rather quickly. So we'll see if that plays out this time. There's, I say that, for Torin, for Al Pacino, and, we'll see if it plays out here for him. But getting back to what I was saying real quick, Carbonite would be a perfect name for Team Summit if you think about it, because look, the Knight and Carbon implies, darkness, things like that, and you have Ninja, that's associated with it. You have Master Black, you have Mr. Gray Knight. I mean, perfect name if only.
It does work. It does work.
But alas, anyway, that little note aside, I was kind of entertained by the fact that the names of these players are so similarly themed, but going in for another shot to keep up the offensive theme for Fusion. This time it's Virtual DPG assisted by David, and David Duel being also, just going to start out the stream by saying, really good brawler. He is true to his name, David Duel, and he will be dueling all game long most likely.
Yeah, and a solid shot by Virtual coming in off the shield there and scooping it down behind his back to throw it in low, that bottom corner. Well done.
Getting a tap off on the bottom ramp now. It'll be just sailing past the hands of both these teams. Collected finally by Ninja Knight, has it stolen. Virtual with an open goal, and he'll be rolling for the 6th 2-pointer, or the 6 points off of the 3rd 2-pointer. So in 2 minutes already, 3 goals coming for Fusion here.
That was a dirty little steal there. Just picking that one up off the quarterback there and coming in upside down. That can be kind of tricky when they get that steal. It's hard to get it back from them. So well done.
Ninja will roll out here, taking that disc and biding his time. You can see the stacks, 2 stacks in fact, for Fusion in that mid area. So the first one getting knocked loose, and the second pass is going to miss there. And those double stacks, in the early preseason, we only saw a couple of the upper, like the top teams doing it. And now as the meta has unfolded and the weeks have gone by, you're seeing pretty much every team over here in Europe starting to do it. So it's nice to see.
And I think we're even starting to see it more and more over in North America as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And now, a ramp shot, looking for the bowling alley. Kind of shot, does not get it, but we'll find the disc, and that one is going to be another one for Swift. True to his name, and his team getting up 9 points pretty swiftly.
And Summit, they were quick to get back to their goal there. They were looking to make that save, but just not able to turn around on it quick enough to get to it. So good shot, good goal. Way to not hesitate.
A tough grab there on the retreat. Obviously, when you're going through with so much speed, You really want to be aware of the goalposts. And, oh, maybe a little bit of an unforced turnover could be dangerous. That's going to bounce right back up to the hands of a Fusion player. And Virtual goes in, and almost a headbutt save, but he will squeeze that through.
Yeah, good effort by Backy. I mean, he knew he was stunned out. He saw that shot coming, and it wasn't far off from his head. So he made the right move to try to get the headbutt on it, but unfortunately doesn't connect on it. Virtual DPG, another goal in this game.
Yeah, great stuff there. 12 points, up a dozen already for the team. I'm not sure if it's, I've been calling him Bakey. Could be Backy, but.
Man, I was raised in the South. I will never pronounce anything I see from Europe properly. It'll never happen. I can't help it.
I'm gonna say, if nothing else, I don't even know for a fact. I probably should though, but I like the name Bakey. It very sweet, you know.
I mean, I'm still waiting to hear from Mamba after I call it a Mamba for the whole game yesterday.
Oh no. Well, in any case, off it rolls. Ninja will go for the assault here. Cannot find it, though. Was trying to go for that backboard angle off the raised pyramid part. Fortunately for them, they'll still find the rebound. That's going to be slapped out by Alikos. And, well, technically a save by him, so a few minutes in, I guess I'm not wrong, right? He still got it. Now, Master Black will get that one. Virtual taking the deep shots, but will be taken by Mr. Grey Knight. Mr. Grey is another really dominant brawler for his team. Master Black, too. Usually Master Black and Mr. Grey Knight are the ones who are most commonly in that front line, or back line, but going for the shot is Alikos. And that's going to cost them another 3-point shot, so just really benefiting off of those rain downs of threes.
That was a heads-up play by Alikos. He was right in on the bubble there. Very easy to accidentally overextend your arm and enter into that 2-point zone, but he kept it behind and kept it tight and gets a 3. Good goal.
And now going up for the joust, uncontested at the moment, is Ninja. He's gonna find a pass now, just breaking through that stack, so that could be a good lineup here. Master Black not looking for the 3. Did have an open avenue, might still have a one-on-one goal, and Mr. Grey will get the way, pave the way for the shot, and there's the first 2.
Yeah, it looked like I just missed who the goalie was, but it looked like he grabbed something, but it looked like it just wasn't the disc. But I don't know of any blocks where his hand was, so I'm not sure why he would have been grabbing anything in that location, but it definitely looked like his hand snapped onto something that wasn't there.
Perhaps he grabbed the old spectator camera. I don't know. Swift coming in here, though, for Fusion. They're up by a good lead, but that one will not be through on the pass. But somehow Virtual actually getting it off the wall, so he'll go to the nest. And now back to his own hands, and he understands how to get it done off the rebound for another one.
So that's a benefit when you're coming in on pretty like north, south, west, or east angle on the goal there. When you're coming in on the side and you go for that backboard shot, if you miss the backboard shot, hit that cone, it'll bounce right back out to you. David Doole able to pick up his own rebound and put it right back in. That was well done by David.
Now a rollout here. Coming out, Ninja Knights will be there right about. Master Black finding a deep shot attempt. That's almost going to be good, but just on that outer edge. A good stack here from Mr. Grey, getting boosted into the way. Ninja Knight, the delivery on the pass. They're looking for a shot, not quite on the line, but maybe a rebound here if they can find some time. Mr. Grey is there as well as Master Black. Swift trying to contest, so you can see Mr. Grey. Good idea by him. The possession's still going back to Fusion. That's going to be a deep bounce shot that almost makes it. But I like what Mr. Grey did is after the pileup, he saw it forming, so instead of kind of engaging in that, he spaced out to either receive a pass or go for a boost. Either way, just not engaging in that dog pilot sometimes causes an awful lot of turnovers for both ends for a while. It's good finding your spacing and finding those passes instead of just all going on the disc at the same time. So good move. Now on the other side, it's Swift coming in. Just checking behind him as he goes in for the one-on-one. And that's 19 points for Fusion. And certainly Swift contributing a decent amount of them.
Kind of unfortunate. Swift really unchallenged there, but as he's moving in, he had two Summit players right behind him, just taking one of them to quickly turn around, grab the other one, and chain up. They absolutely could have gotten in on him, but instead they kind of just let him walk in. So good goal, good play by Swift.
And then in the midline, Mr. Gray just battling the stack in the back there. Kind of doing what he does. I mentioned him and Master Black are often kind of playing that midfield and getting in the brawls. The other side of the floor, it's usually David Duel, especially with that. Ninja Knight here coming through, finding Bakey, but does not get the takey on the little bounce. So right back to David Duel. And right now in control with about a minute left in this first round. It's going to be Fusion. There's no confusion so far, looking collected. But right now, collecting the disc, Alacost. So Alacost for Fusion, cannot quite get the clear on the other end. It's Swift there. And he finds a clear as well. So now looking for a boost here. The regrabs are just off, and that was actually a nice stun from David Duel, doing exactly what he does quite a bit. So Virtual takes that in, and the goalie, Mr. Gray. Just too many players in the way there.
That's an 8-meter 2 there. Had that been a 3, that would have been the mercy, but instead we see a 2, so 1 point away. We're still gonna play out the rest of this game here. So let's see if Summit can answer that one real quick.
Yeah, it was almost a good job there by Team Summit trying to come back on the stacks, but it was David Duel doing, his true to his namesake and just finding a way to bother them. That bottom shot may be in with a few seconds left, and indeed there's the 23 and thus the mercy.
Yeah, and just well played by Fusion. They kept their stacks up. They took their opportunities. They didn't hesitate when a lot of people would hesitate, and they took advantage of every opportunity that came their way. And Summit not playing bad by any means. Definitely getting in their lanes, and they definitely absolutely picked up the speed of their stack. Although if they want to come back in this game too, and really put the fight up, they're gonna have to be a little bit better at getting together, because there's definitely a bit of clumping happening, but not a whole lot of re-grabbing.
Yeah, well,
when those clumps are happening. So definitely like to.
They tried, but I will point out the 21 stuns from David Duel, because I know on a few of those things, a few of those mid lanes, pile ups, when they did try going for players to boost with, it just ended up Team Summit being stunned out by David. I mean, he has about double the amount of anyone else, and
that's a good point.
That's going to hurt. I mean, he is definitely, every time I watch him play, he's always out there brawling against any team and disrupting any opportunities for stacks, and it hurts. But I agree, at this point, not clumping up too early, I suppose, and just finding your distance, if nothing else, from David Duel. Don't let him bother you. But easier said than done. So off on this second round joust here. First round going to Fusion. And off it goes. A few punches going out right there. And taken eventually by Fusion. A nice collection there by Bakey. And Bakey looking for the bow tie, just hitting it. And still back into the hands, however, of Team Summit. Summit needs to get rid of it. Master Black looking to do just that. But Alacost with a nice boost with his teammate and collects back for his team. He'll find a pass down low, trying to get to Swift, but instead collected by Ninja Knight. So Ninja, also one of those players I see kind of frequently in the streams, so good to see him both in the game and on Twitch. And looking for a clear now. So now here comes trying for the boost attempt, but not getting a re-grab, and now being stunned out this time by Swift. So not David, but you can see they went for the first boost attempt, but then the brawling from Team Fusion just doing some work. Mr. Gray will take that away now. And is looking for an avenue. A Ninja Knight approaching that nest area. They got a pass down low to Master Black, and he will be cut off nicely there by Swift. Playing those punches quite well. Now going for a shot as well. But will be cleared, and Virtual taking that one over now. So he finds Swift on this approach. Goes to the outer barrier. They have a man down low. Just mishandles briefly, but he'll still push it through. Good dunk.
What a sorry. What a pass sequence there by Fusion as it came in. I think there was 4 passes right around the bubble, and that last pass drew every single defender from Summit to that to the guy who received it, which opened up the space around the goal, allowed him to get that one in. So well played by Fusion.
Getting the first 2 points. It took a couple minutes, but they finally do get it in, and that'll be a nice start for them as they try and get some offense started yet again. But Mr. Grey Knight will briefly contest over there. Bakey as well. A good back pass, a little too strong on it, but it was a good look and to the right area. Trying to reset that out. So taken here by David Duel, and he'll find a clear. So now you notice immediately the stack here. All 4 players, in fact, on the attack there. For Fusion, just immediately once the disc is gone, they are looking for the stack. Now that's a pass attempt, possibly a shot attempt to be recovered by Bakey. Maybe one more cross on over. No, he's going to go for the goal. It'll still get to the hands of Master Black. That's a beautiful pass. A shot not quite on line there. So good looking passes and the right moves. Couldn't quite convert, but immediately on the stack, a brief overshoot. But looking again, the right moves there for Team Summit as that shot just bounces down low.
Yeah, what a good look for Summit there. They had some great passes, great shot attempts on the goal, just not able to connect with it.
But connecting on that one, so 4 points here. Swift, another shot. He is getting off to a pretty hot start in the first 1.5 rounds now.
Yeah, Swift moves in relatively unchallenged. There's a little scrum going on the goal as well as the goalie, and as he came in on the backside, goalie went ahead and tried to challenge him out, and he's able to use that to make space, open up the goal, and put it in. Good goal by Swift.
And Ninja Knight dodging the stack there, checking behind him. So in those events, once you get rid of the disc, certainly it would be helpful to look behind and try and break up the stack, because that is what Fusion is doing so well and causing disruption on Team Summit's part. But anytime you don't have the disc, looking for the boost, the stacks, including on the enemy team, you know, whether it's for leeches or denials, because right now, look at how quickly there that Swift gets back, and he will score off of that.
Yeah, and the goalie was back. He was playing way back on that to try to cover those clearing boosts, and just that when that disc came in, it kind of bounced away from him a bit. So as he was trying to get back to it, it gave Fusion enough time to get it to get in, get the stun out, pick up the disc, and put it in for that 3. Good goal.
Now quickly on the approach, another duck here, checking behind him and looking for that stack on the back. So here, back delivery to Ninja, or Ninja delivering it to Mr. Gray, I should say. And then getting some nice brawls in is Ninja, also trying to interrupt the stack again. So that time, doing a good job of it. But on the bottom line, it might be another open goal if they act quickly here. But retreating to the defense for Summit is a Ninja Knight. Down low, that one will go to Swift. A good contest and excellent defense there, Mr. Grey Knight and Ninja Knight. And now again, Mr. Grey getting a save. So great job on the defense for Summit. Getting the boost as well, just as fast. Trying to get back onto it. First, it's Alikos being pressured into the immediate clear. Interception, and now a deep mail slot, but it's going to be saved by Davies in the way.
Yeah, that was a bang up save by Mr. Gray down there at the goal. You know, with the guy coming in that close, it's real hard to keep a track on that disc as it comes in.
And now tracking the shot there for the 9th point is Virtual. So Team Summit on one side, they had some good defense, and even the shot itself was looking pretty good. But unfortunately now the defense for Fusion is coming into play. They get the clear, they get the fast boost, and they find themselves a good goal.
Yeah, I mean, just great pass. Gray walk-in on the goalie there and putting it in at his feet. Those are hard to save. Good shot.
Ninja will work this up slowly. You can see his teammates kind of biding their time. The stack is not currently connected here for Fusion, so they're going to be able to work this up, you know, without having to worry about the speedy stack. However, the man-on-man defense, just the same, may be causing a turnover for them. So off it will go indeed. Virtual looking for his consecutive goal, cannot find it, but the boost will get his own rebound now. Now taking a shot, but that will be saved out by Bakey. So everyone now for Team Summit getting in on the defensive end.
Yeah, solid save by Bakey. I mean, Summit's definitely picking up the speed of their regrabs to get back on the goal, but I may have spoken too soon.
Back on the goal, though, yet there's Virtual finding his shot virtually uncontested. So it took him a few tries, but he did finally get that consecutive score for him. And, well, now he's up to 18 points, leading
And
the
that's not
way.
and that's not the place you want a turnover to happen, because at that point, when you're in control, your team's starting to move down the field, and so when that turnover happens right there, it's going to take them a moment to get turned back around, which gives the man who made the steal, who made the turnover, enough time to get a shot off, and that's what we saw.
And now a quick clear, just didn't really have passing avenue available, so taken by Virtual. He's going to go to the pocket, but cannot find it at the first attempt. So right now, a brawl going on. Virtual coming through with it after all of that. Pile up. Now going deep down for the ramp, and will not be stamped in because Mr. Gray is there for another takeaway, playing that back line. And back into the pocket it goes. So Alacost will rise here for the pass. That's going to be contested hard, but making it anyway. Swift. Another goal. 14 points now for his team here in the second round. It was contested at the barrier very well, but still managed to slither on through.
Yeah, goalie saw the guy coming in, saw the shot coming in, tried to make a save on it, and just doesn't connect with it. Yeah, good goal.
Now just evading that stack again. There's a secondary one from Fusion, taking them off guard. So now it's trying to make a shot here, but not online. Virtual with another rebound on the other side, it would seem. Contested here by Master Black, playing that midline. And then Mr. Grey Knight as well. So again, the two roamers for Team Summit trying to do some work. You can see Mr. Gray just laying the smackdown on a lot of players here in the midfield, ping-ponging and punching all between. There go again with a nice interception, Mr. Gray. So even right in the bubble, another stun there on Virtual, and Mr. Gray causing a turnover. So being a very good boon for his team on that defensive end. One more punch by Master Black. No momentum on that, so he's going to try for the shot, and Bakey will get it off of a great stun there.
Yeah, Mr. Grey Knight, great defense in the bubble there. Stuns out the cross pass option, and then picks up the cross pass himself, and gets that clear, and that allows their Unchained to get down there, pick up that disc in the blue bubble, and put that one in. Great shot by Bakey, but he also had I believe it was Master Black in there to stun the goalie out to make sure that shot was going in. So well done.
Now a slice of a pass right through, gets the Virtual. He'll juke around, duck under, go over for the shot. On the spot, Virtual DPG continues his hot streak. He's up to 20 points now on the 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's DPG. Maybe make it a run for that Ender record, huh?
Maybe. Record's sitting at 41 points currently. So Ninja Knight will take that through. I mean, there's been a handful of players throughout the weeks who have approached that. We've had some players with the mid to high 30s, including guys like Slin, Skyla, also Denials,
Sheila?
going off to the other side now with a few seconds left. Maybe one more goal. No, it will roll out of his hands. So a 2-round victory here in the favor of Fusion, 16 points to 2.
And of course, all the respect to Skyla. I just played that guy. I just played Atlas a week ago. Pretty sure they got the win on us, and definitely good player. Skyla's great dude, and does not like to go by Sheila. So let's not. It's my fault if it becomes a thing, but since I'm the one doing it, let's not make it a thing. That's not speaking to you, pal. Speaking to anybody who happens to be watching.
Yeah, you're the worst.
I am the worst.
Anyway,
everybody knows it.
There will be 2 rounds in the books here. The Team Summit, 2 points apiece, both in the first 2 rounds, holding Fusion at least to fewer points in the second one. The defense turning up for Team Summit in that second, just not able to collect too much on offense as of yet, but definitely their defense was a lot better, and it reflects on the scoreboard there.
And what I find really interesting is possession time is actually in favor of Summit here by about 8 seconds. So you can see Summit has the ability to control the disc, to pass the disc, but it's Team Fusion's looks like their bubble defense is really what's shutting them down. They're able to get those turnovers at those opportune locations and turn it around real quick for quick goals. So big ups to Fusion's defense. Summit Summit definitely showing some ability to control this disc in the series.
Yeah, but Fusion also with some control here off the Joust, winning that one out. David Duel coming on through. That's a deep pass, and that's very well contested here by Summit. So continuing the brawling that is causing a lot of these clears and turnovers. It's more so, see the quickness on the stacks, not quite there. Defense was very good, but it's just faster to the disc is Fusion. Now lining up here, stray pass will go right back to the hands of Virtual. He's going to go down low, recognizing the two teammates down below, but that pass a little bit off. Taken back here by Swift, but again, the stuns, this time Master Black. So between him and Mr. Grey Knight just doing some good work. Then over at the goalkeeping end, you have guys like Bakey and Ninja just protecting that goal area. So right now, playing some good defense, trying to cause something here, and another turnover, so Mr. Grey Knight slapping that out. Master Black trying to get that through as well, but having a tough time is Fusion, just working it through that front line in the bubble. So again, Master Black. Another stun, another turnover, and that one is going to roll dangerously close, but faster on that approach is Fusion. I think at this point for Team Summit, if the stacks aren't working out, if Fusion is faster and they can't find the stacks fast enough, then maybe spacing out more for passes, and that was almost a shot. Maybe a rebound here, going to go to the hands of Virtual, and he will get rolled right in the head with that stun. So yet again, Team Fusion is looking, or Team Summit's looking really good on the defensive end. The stack pretty quickly on that one, but another clear, and that's the thing. If we're clearing it, but Fusion is consistently the fastest team, it will be Fusion there to the disc the first most of the time. I think that's where offensively Summit is running into problems. Because defensively, they're getting the job done. David will take it away here, looking for a bounce pass, well contested, and it continues. Ninja Knight this time, switching out into the outer bubble and finding the defense. So that will be a recollection, and now Ninja also finding the shot. So end to end for him. Very nicely done.
I apologize. I didn't realize my push to talk button wasn't working again. I was talking a bit and it just wasn't coming out. But yeah, good goal there by Ninja Knight. Seeing Summit pick up the speed, and their bubble defense has really shown in this game here.
Yeah, no problem. I figured maybe that was the case, or you're just giving me time to talk. I don't know. Yeah, you were out for a little bit there, so no worries though. But yeah, I mean, basically, as I was saying, the defense has been stronger and stronger. Round 1, not too much luck, but then in Team Summit in round 2 and 3 so far, doing excellent bubble defense and midfield defense for that matter. I mean, causing a lot of turnovers here. Now this one's going to be a shot down low. Alikos knowing where to put it, right at the feet.
Yeah, and a lot of the heavy lifting of Summit's bubble defense has been Mr. Grey Knight. He's been covering those lanes so good once Fusion starts setting up around that bubble. But yeah, good goal by Alikos on the goalie there. Great shot.
Yeah, that's pretty consistent story with Mr. Grey Knight. He will often be that lead brawl man for his team. But Master Black just as well, he's caused some turnovers. And then we also saw, Bakey with a save earlier, a Ninja Knight with the steal, the save, or the steal, the clear, and then the goal just to play a go. So really cohesion from their team on defense. Now just looking for some offense. That's a pass, a little bit too strong, just past the hands of Bakey, so that'll sail back out to the midfield. And now looking for some boost, perhaps. We can kind of see it, just a lot of players floating, and that's the kind of thing that they want to address as it goes in here, trying to cause another shot attempt, but it's still 2-2, and then to the back line it'll go where Master Black contest it. You can see Mr. Grey over here contesting the next one. Now at the goal, Bakey looking for a take and will not make the shot. So Alikos receives that pass. Another good anchored one, but too strong. Virtual coming ahead here with the disc and now trying to find some teammates. You have David kind of calling for it, but looking for another grab on the other end of the bubble. And you can see that pile up forming up, and as a result, another clear sent into the mid.
I mean, Summit doing a great job of stuffing Fusion around the bubble there, getting a lot of stuns in, and yeah.
So many punches, you can just hear them ringing over and over. Right nearby my camera at that point, and now coming in here, with a stack fast. They break off. They find the disc. It's going to be tapped off, recollected by Ninja Knight. Alucard saving it. The re-grab by Ninja Knight. Master Black back on the attack. A great pass. Oh, and what a shot from the corner. Slice. That was so unlikely. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja Knight with so many close opportunities there, and a great save from Alucard, as you call it out. But then Mr. Grey Knight able to pick that one up and stuff it in rather convincingly.
I swear, this was the angle that Gray had shot it from. There was no space whatsoever. And did we get a restart or something? Because
they didn't hit the button, but
no one launching. Huh. Oh, so Swift in the chat actually saying black screen. So there was a tech issue, but still no restart, oddly enough.
Yeah, it's something when you have a tech issue like that, you want to go ahead and hit that button as fast as possible, so the other team knows as soon as possible. There.
Well, especially in this one because it's 4-2. It's a close game. You don't want to give away points that you don't have to. Certainly.
So I'm not sure what the time was.
Check the
when they
stream.
Stopped. I did see it stopped at 3:56 when they actually finally got around to hitting the button.
Yeah, so I don't know when they hit the restart button because, again, we can't hear it in the spectator view, unfortunately. So it's if they had hit it like after that last goal was scored, it would start from there. But, I mean, both teams had stopped play as a thing, so that's something I have to figure out among them. Checking the Discord right now, and yeah, they're saying the black screen. Answering more cheese in the chat. So yeah, there's Swift actually in the game. He's playing over there on Team Fusion, saying that he black screened in his headset, or someone black screened in their headset, not the stream. No worries, we're still in here. It's just more so a matter of what they're setting the time to, because like I said, no idea when the button was pressed. That's kind of the determinant on how much time you get. It looks like perhaps they're just going to agree on the 4-2, and I think 4:30 was on the clock, so we'll start for that after a 50-second intermission here.
Just realized I'm not logged into Steam, and I can't remember to Twitch, and I can't remember my password.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Well, while SirDimwi works on recovering his password, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm guessing they have some requirements, and I was like, I'll remember that I did this, and I don't remember.
Yep. Pretty much happens to me at times, but it's all right. So with 5 seconds left in the intermission, we're about ready to start this third round. The first two, again, being taken by Fusion pretty strongly, but Team Summit right now coming along looking pretty good. Again, the defense has just been fantastic from Summit, and it's just the offense, as I mentioned, that when it comes to the stacking and then kind of the passing, it's really what they find themselves needing the most, I think. Otherwise, they're getting some really nice stops.
They definitely have been. Their defense has been pretty phenomenal in this game against in this series against Fusion. Fusion getting more opportunities, so ultimately able to stuff those in. But yeah, their defense just gets better and better with every game.
Yeah, you see another one. I mean, they're causing, at least for a brief moment, they caused a turnover there. But the problem is, see the follow-up on those turnovers. They don't have the passing lanes sometimes, or they don't have the faster boost. That's really the only thing that they're lacking at the moment, because right now, while attacking is going to be virtual, but cannot make that one. So he's been piling on the points, but that one will just find its way back into the outer bubble. Same with that pass. Obviously some frustration perhaps being caused by Master Black, Mr. Grey Knight on the outer edge, as they often are. Bakey in the goal here. Ninja Knight right around it as well. A pass down to Alucard. He was going to be anchored down, looking for one pass up top. But see, look right there. It was Mr. Grey just playing the backboard player there, so he couldn't get a pass.
Yeah, and again, I mean, Mr. Grey Knight has been the linchpin of Summit's bubble defense there, and just proving the case right there.
Now a soft, pass maybe. Just trying to evade the stack. You recognize there was a goalie in the goal. Maybe one of those where just a faster one would have been better, make it harder to catch. Even if it's for his teammates, also harder to catch on the goalie's part. But that said, it was a good job there. Was it Alikos in the goal, I think? And just making sure that it didn't go in, despite the two offenders kind of in his face trying to pave the way for the shot. But it'll sail now into the sidewall. Taken here by Alikos. Mr. Gray along the way. He takes him by surprise. And now Master Black. There's a good stack. See if they can get the disc here. Just missing the first one. The second one as well. But everyone overshooting and now getting stunned. That was a good recovery. And that will be just delivered into the hands of David Duel. So almost. That was a great stack by Team Summit. But Fusion recovering there. And still back on the rebound. Going to backboard area. Master Black in the general vicinity. But it was a long pass. A little bit tough there. And now you can see him contesting for the rebound.
Yeah, Fusion not making this easy on Summit right now. Summit's just trying so hard to break into that bubble and just unable to quite connect with it. And now with the clear.
Yeah, trying to find it here. They have a pile up of players for Fusion. Summit trying to get back. Mr. Grey Knight is actually playing that lane, but the pass deep, cleared deep, causes an interception. So now a pass coming in. Swift will take that out, back it out, and then go for the cross on over to the other corner. One more to the wall, and that is all for David Duel, tying it up at 4 now.
Yeah, nice cut by David and Virtual to see the cut option. David cuts off the screen, anticipating the pass. Pass comes out, he connects with it, and pops that one in. That's just so hard to save. Well done.
Yeah. Got the pass off and got the shot. It was contested by Team Summit, but still getting it done. Fusion. Now Swift for Fusion, finding his stack down below. Alikos just trying to find an angle maybe on the shot, but couldn't get it quick enough. So instead we'll go for a pass down low to David. He will be contested. Now at the barrier being covered here, Mr. Grey Knight doing good work, just pressuring that pass towards the barrier area. So they're forcing a lot of tough angles. And I love to see it, quite frankly, because that was something I emphasized a lot in Team Summit's stream last time, both offensively and defensively. Pointed out how forcing people to shoot from these angles, it's tough. It's a lot tougher from the corners, from the bottoms, from the tops. So as long as you cut off the backboard, you cut off the nest, you cut off the barrier, you're in good shape. And right now with a 4-4 game, one of these teams is going to be in good shape, maybe for a game-winning play. That one is going to roll in, and absolutely David Duel. What a mighty shot that was towards the end of this 3rd round.
Yeah, those can oftentimes feel like Hail Marys, but that looked very intentful as he bounced it. I mean, that went right in. You saw it as it went in. He knew it when it left his hand. That was going in. That was a good shot to end this game 3.
Absolutely, that was wow. What an ending there. And David Duel, he has a punches, but he punched in that shot as well, winning the game, winning that round. But we're going to be right back. Not too much to go over because these two teams are playing right away, right again. They have 2 series in a row, so we're going to come back in a moment, but just bear with us for a second and be right back. Yes? Yes. There's the scores real quick. And yes, BRB